EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 19-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's a letdown defensively because they had him stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So problems there on the return. Very costly. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 37 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 33 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they go play action now. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him point.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Burrow on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Now it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So now the Bengals' offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man complete to Miller. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And they'll lead the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. Completes it to Hardman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow's throw into the hands here of Hardman. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase from 10 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets it down to the 32. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Mayfield to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Here's Burrow. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now Chubb running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Didn't open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was a point in time in this game where we didn't know if they were going to have a shot to make this comeback, but they've gotten right back in this ball game, Charles. Pretty impressive.
Almost felt like their biorhythms were off to start this game, but they've come together.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing, Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. This for all the marbles. And he's got it. Unbelievable. It's over. They win it, and they are headed to the Super Bowl. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.